I'm Tim Bird, the Birdman. In case you came in late, we are talking to Dr. Nicholas Perricone, world-renowned doctor, and, oh my goodness, skin, diet, anti-aging. Have I missed anything?
I don't think so.
He's on the cutting edge of all of those topics. Now, we've talked about and heard about the deficiency of vitamin D in American society. But in your book, you cover the topic of the deficiency of magnesium. Please speak to that.
Yes, one of the problems I've seen, I'm a board-certified nutritionist in addition to board-certified in dermatology, is that we don't get enough foods that are rich in magnesium. Now, what results is you need to have a perfect balance of calcium and magnesium, 2-to-1 ratio or 1-to-1 ratio. So we're getting calcium, but we're not getting the magnesium. So what happens is we have problems with fatigue, muscle cramps, regulation of blood sugar, and also bone density problems. So by getting enough magnesium, there are magnesium-rich foods, and we could also take supplements that have the right balance of calcium and magnesium, but I strongly recommend that for everybody.
Interesting. Now, talk to me about these meal replacements, because we touched on that last time you and I spoke, but we didn't go into that in great detail. So speak to me about that and the formula that you've come up with.
Okay. When I was putting patients on the anti-inflammatory diet for purposes of health and aging, I noticed they had a rapid weight loss, and yet they didn't get that fatigued and drawn look people get from a diet. But the problem was weight loss was still moderate, 2 pounds a week, which is still good. But those people came to me and said, look, I need to lose weight. I can't be patient. You have to tell me how to do this. I have no willpower. So I looked at meal replacements, and so there's a drink that I recommend twice a day, and you're using egg albumin. Now that's important because it's 100% absorbable. As soon as you drink it down, it makes metabolic changes in the brain that turn off your appetite mechanism. Plus, it completely nourishes your body with all the protein that you need. With that are the packets of the metabolic supplements that we were talking about. Tear the packet open, drink your meal replacement, take those. That's twice a day. At night, I recommend a piece of fish and salad. We're getting tremendous amounts of weight loss without what we see in other diets. All other diets that I've seen, 50% of the weight loss comes from muscle mass weight loss. That's why you look so terrible after you've had the diet, plus you have a rebound. This is virtually all body fat loss and, of course, fluids because it's anti-inflammatory. And you actually look younger at the end of the diet. So I have people losing up to, if we put them on a 30-day metabolic meal replacement program, the average weight loss is 18 to 21 pounds.
Oh, my goodness, that's tremendous.
And those who are morbidly obese that we watch very carefully, I just talked to a subject who's unfortunately is close to 7 years old, weighs over 400 pounds, diabetes, and we put him on the metabolic diet. He's been on it 9 days, and he reports 35-pound weight loss, and he feels terrific.
That's tremendous. Wow. He's to be congratulated, and you're to be thanked.
Well, the important thing is to understand that this takes away that you don't have to use willpower. If you have to use willpower, no one's that strong. This completely eliminates appetite, gives you all the energy you need, and then once you finish up, you reach your goal weight, you can go down to 1 meal replacement or no meal replacements. But if you have a big meal one day, you can switch over the next day your meal replacements. You never gain the weight back again.
Oh, man, that's tremendous. And that, too, is exciting, I'll tell you. What's the quickest way to increase our energy? I know energy seems to be, or fatigue, I should say, lack of energy, seems to be a big problem in a majority of people I speak to just as I encounter in my daily life. What's the quickest way to get a jolt back to give us that vitality?
Well, the quickest way to do that is to try to stabilize blood sugar, and that can be done with the anti-inflammatory diet. Also, I recommend taking supplements while you're doing this. It takes a matter of a couple of days, but once you're there, you have tremendous energy. We have people taking these energy drinks that are loaded with caffeine and sugar. What that does is it gives them a burst of energy, throws their blood sugar and insulin off, and they crash again. The program we're using, a couple of days, focus on it, you'll have all the energy you need for the rest of your life.
Wow. That's a big guarantee, And I know there are a lot of people who actually will find that very simple and very easy to do. Your book, Forever Young, is still selling briskly in bookstores, and it's available on Amazon.com. Is that correct?
Yes, it is available on Amazon.com, the bookstores, and I believe you might also be able to get it on my website. I'm not sure about that, though.
Let's hope that they haven't run out of stock there, There's a term in your book called decelerating aging. Excuse me. Decelerating aging as opposed to accelerating aging. And, of course, you told us already with the nutrigenomics that you can control, the speed at which you're aging, I guess. Is that a correct statement?
Exactly. We can control the rate at which we age to a certain extent. I mean, aging is inevitable, but the idea is healthy aging so that you look good and feel good such that you're an independent person to the last few days or last few hours of our normal lifespan. That's extremely important because we now see the last 5 or 10 years of people's lifetime are spent somewhat debilitated and dependent upon their families, their community, and they're not really enjoying their lives and have the idea in life is really to pursue whatever you'd love to do. And you get towards the end, you've done a lot of work, you should be able to enjoy that now. And that's what this is all about.
Question, for those who might want to order your products, they can go to your website, is that correct?
Sure, they can go to Perricone MD and order the products and the vitamins as well.
If somebody wanted to go to a store or a brick and mortar, we'll say, is there a way they can do that as well?
Yes, the products are available in Sephora as well as Nordstrom department stores, and there's some boutiques as well.
Oh, wonderful. Dr. Perricone, have I forgotten anything?
I don't think so. It was a great interview, and thank you for inviting me down to Palm Beach. You know, I was looking for an excuse to get out of the snow in Connecticut, and then you called.
Well, you know, we're always glad to have you. You're an easy person to have around. He's a gentleman and a gracious person, and very generous with his information and his time. And we really, really thank you so much for being here with us today. Dr. Nicholas Perricone, our guest today on Palm Beach Live, Work, Play.